Hello there, survivors. It's good to see you again. Been a while since I showed you anything, but today I got some new stuff coming. Vehicles. Lots of juicy, beautiful vehicles out there. We're going to take a look at all of them. Find out today what vehicle fits you best when you're driving around the roads out there. First things first, we're going to have to fix the vehicles. You can check out my other video for a guide on how to do that, or I can just sum it up here. First, grab yourself a car battery and also a spark plug. This makes sure the engine starts. Then, a car radiator to keep the engine from overheating, as well as a set of 4 tires specific to the vehicle. 4 different types of vehicles, 4 sets of tires. They're not interchangeable, so make sure you grab the right ones out there. We've now got these babies all fixed up and ready to hit the road. Now, while they will run, we gotta do some tests to figure out which car is best for you. So we're going to look at all of them and compare everything about them, starting off with a good old Auto 4x4. Taking a look inside this, we can see it's a little messy. Not the best, comfiest, cleanest ride for a long distance first person view, but she does drive pretty well. Walking up, we can see we do actually have space for an extra tire in the vehicle, as well as 300 slots in the trunk. Gives it good capacity and a little bit of reliability. Wouldn't be a good car test if we didn't drive them. So, hopping in, we're going to take it for a spin down the airstrip and see how well it performs. Going to start her up, and we're off to the races. Doesn't start really fast, but it gets going. And after a short amount of time, we can see it does actually handle pretty well and can even turn at decently high speeds. Now, once we take it into the off-road test over here, we can see you can only drive it in first gear, and while it does move, it's not the most agile, and it's not unheard of for them to spin out. If you're liking this so far, feel free to throw a like down there. Also, feel free to pop by my Discord channel. Talk some DayZ, ask questions, maybe we can play together. Wrapping that up, we're going to be rocking on into the Olga 24. Something that was once removed from the game has now been put back in. And can I just say that she has never been looking better. Popping on into the cab, we can see we got that classic Russian sedan look. Old school cool in a new school skin. Looking at it, we can see it's also got one of the highest capacities of all the vehicles. And the slot for a spare wheel that doesn't work. But hey, she still runs. So we're going to take her out for a spin on the strip as well. I was curious to see how this drove once they stuck it back in the game, and finally got a chance to test it out here. And it turns out it is just about the same. However, when compared to the other vehicles, it does have a bit faster of an acceleration and gets up to higher speeds faster on the road. And once it hits those high speeds, it does definitely maintain them, being a boat of a vehicle. It also doesn't have the best turning radius, as you'll see. Almost spun it out here, but we got it back under control and took it off-road to test it out and see how things look. And this really should not come as a surprise here. The sedan performs best on roads. Who would have figured? It's absolute garbage in the dirt. Only can go in first gear. Yeah, I wouldn't take this thing off-road unless I had to. But that pretty much stands up with all the other vehicles, considering they're all pretty bad. Coming on in, we're going to take a look at our next vehicle here, the brand new one. Oh, yeah, it's the Gunter 2. Boy, do I love red cars, and this one, albeit a little boxier than the others, looks great. Swinging on inside the Gunter 2's cab, we're going to see the cleanest, crispest vehicle in all of DayZ. It looks like it's been polished and waxed, which is incredibly unlikely, but taking a look inside, no spare wheel like the other hatchback, but we do have 300 slots, same capacity. while we are cutting back a little, it is red, so it's gotta mean it goes fast, right? So here we hop on in, test it out, and see if it actually does go as fast as it looks like it will. Gotta admit, with the clear windows, you can see a lot more than you normally would be able to. So, off to the races again, down the strip, same old, and it does seem to accelerate a little faster than the hatchback, but slower than the sedan, and drive at a higher speed than both the sedan and the hatchback, but that might just be the visibility. Taking it into a turn, it does handle pretty goddamn well considering the speeds we were going at, and once you take it off-road, it seems to perform a lot better than the other hatchback did, and the sedan. You're able to get it driving in second gear, and it seems to have a slightly higher speed off-road than the other ones, so other than the bright red car giving you a negative modifier on your hide checks, it's not a bad vehicle. It's actually a little safer to use this than the other ones if you've got more than one extra passenger, so this one's my choice out of all of them. But now we get into the fun stuff. We've taken a look at the 3 pre-existing vehicles that we've just discussed, but I was digging around and I managed to find some more things in the files here. As you might have guessed from the screenshot that is the thumbnail, we got the VS back in all 4 of its glorious colors, green, blue, orange, and gray, as well as its cargo variant with its ultra-high 10-person seating capacity and incredibly high cargo space. Oh my god, I can't wait till these are back in. We've got a couple more surprises, though, that I found. Like, this civilian van seems like it's going to have a higher capacity, be a little smaller than the cargo, and still carry 4 people. As well as this guy, the compact sedan. It's compact, I'll give it that. No engine in it, so it's definitely a work in progress. Our old buddy, the bus boy, is back, and so will the adventures continue. Utility vehicle is the last one, and it doesn't seem like much, 2-seater, basic movement, but there you have it. There's a bunch of different options, whether it's just been added, or soon to be added, if you're going to be driving around in Chernarus, on PlayStation, on Xbox, or on PC, maybe even one day the Switch. We're going to have a bunch of different things to do in DayZ, but there is one thing I'm going to recommend. That's going out, making your second priority, getting a car. First one's getting a gun. Always get a gun first. That's about all I got for you now. Soon I've got a couple different videos coming up on base building, and a couple other things that you guys have been asking for. Until then, survivors, keep on surviving, keep your head down, watch the road ahead, and don't let anything stop you. Shout out to my Patreon supporter, Topher Nova. Thank you for your patience and support. Hopefully one day I'll be able to actually record in 1080 DPI. One day. A man can dream. Subscribe, like, and comment.